Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Richard here with the Farm Life. Welcome back to the channel, and hopefully everyone's staying safe and staying healthy. On today's episode, we need to get some more panels built for our kidding pens. We got quite a few does that are going to be starting to kid in the next week or two, and we've already started having some yesterday. So I need to get some more panels built for the kidding pens. So that's what we're going to be working on today, and I want to just bring you along for that. So I'm going to kind of show you what we've been using to build those panels out of. Alright, so back in the day, back when I was a young guy, I used to work for a motorcycle company. We would repair motorcycles, four-wheelers, all that good stuff, and they also sold new four-wheelers and dirt bikes and that kind of stuff. And my job was to assemble the new four-wheelers and then wash them up and get them ready to sell. But anyway, I got these when I worked there as a really good deal. These are the cages, or the boxes, that the four-wheelers would come in that needed to be assembled. So it would just, if you can imagine this, it'd just have a bottom, and then it would just have four posts, four of these tubes, and then a top. And then the four-wheeler would come disassembled in that cage, or in that crate, and then from there these would just kind of get thrown away or whatever. So I ended up figuring I could probably use these for panels or something around the farm, so I got these for a really good deal, and this is what I've used ever since to build our panels. So I'm gonna get these hauled up to the garage. We're gonna get the welder and everything ready to go, get these prepped, and then we'll get these bad boys welded up and turn these ugly things into a good looking livestock panel. So let's get right to work. Alright, we got the panel all prepped and ready to go. That's the original part of the crate that I showed you. That was the top of the crate. We had to cut out the two uprights, and we also had to cut off the ends where the tubes went up before that formed the crate. And then this is what we're left with right here. These are the two pieces of tube that we used going side to side that were going up and down in the old panel. So we just cut those out. Cut them to size, put them in side by side, cut the ends off, and then we use the piece of strap just to weld those on and plug the ends so there's not a straight through hole. So we'll just weld those on, and then the piece that we used going up and down in the center of the panel to give it strength was just one of the pieces that they used to go from the top of the crate to the bottom of the crate to hold the four-wheeler inside. So that's where that piece of tube came from. And then I cut down a piece of cattle panel to length, and yeah, we should be ready to go. We got all that ready, cut up, and then we got the tabs that I'm going to put on the ends so we can run a pin right down through them and connect them, and that should finish her up, make her good to go. So I'm going to get the welder all hooked up, and we're going to get this all welded together. It's just kind of sitting there loose right now, but we're turning that into this. So here we go, let's get to it. Alright, we got the frame all welded together now. We got all the in-between tubes welded in. Now I just need to get the hog panel welded on. Then we'll get the plugs and the tabs put on the ends. And then we'll throw a coat of paint on this bad boy, and then I think it'll be ready to go out in the barn. So let's get going with this. We'll get the hog panel welded on and go from there. Let's do it. About got her finished up. That's the final product. I'm just gonna throw some paint on it. We're gonna do that blue so it'll match my old panels. They're not really blue anymore, but that's what color they used to be. But that's the finished product. We put the tabs on the ends so it'll just pin right together with the rest of the panels that I have. Make some really nice kidding pins. So we're about finished up with this one. We're just gonna throw a coat of paint on her and get it out to the barn and call it good. So let's get going on that. Alright, that's gonna finish her up. Got it all welded together, painted. Just let it dry and then we'll take it out to the barn. So we started out with this and we turned it into that. So we're just using things laying around the farm. I had to buy a cattle or a hog panel obviously, but I'm just trying to use things around the farm to make these things, and it works out pretty good. It turned out pretty good looking. So anyways, just wanted to share that project with you. I had some extra paint, so I just threw it on one of the panels that I had before. So anyway, that was a do-it-yourself livestock panel. So hopefully you guys like that and can incorporate something like this into your guys' farm. And until the next one, thanks guys.